What's up? How you doing? Welcome, everybody. Oh, it's so good to be here. Except that it's not.
Yeah.
Except that I'm pissed. Every time before the show, I make a coffee.
Mm-hmm.
And for the first time, I think ever.
In your life.
I think ever in my life.
Yeah.
Of making espresso, I spilled it all over the counter. And there it is everywhere. It was a disaster. It got all the way under the machine.
Oh, that's the
under the grinder.
Oh, yeah. Well, might as well just throw the whole thing out and get a new one. It's ruined.
Yep.
Well,
so I don't have coffee because I save it till the very last second because I am usually
fresh.
fine.
Yeah.
Anyway. Hi. Welcome. We are gonna be we're gonna be talking about Black Friday deals.
Yes.
Today.
Mm-hmm.
Every Black Friday
we talk about
for the
deals.
past long time.
As long as we've been doing the live show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we've probably done it even not the live show, I feel like.
Really?
I don't know.
I'm
just making things up.
Maybe. We might have. Back in the day, it was like Wild West out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We used to we used to make videos like we're going to Comic-Con and it was like a 2-minute long video.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we're gonna go over all the Black Friday deals, all the circulars.
Yes. All the classics.
And I did some shopping. I got something. I got one thing.
I got something. I got a handful of things.
Ooh.
I'm upset.
Okay.
Because it was mostly action figures, because there were some really good deals on some action figures. However, I buy them, and then Amazon will lower the price of them. So I have to either be quick and cancel them and reorder them, or wait till the figure gets here so I can return it and buy it at the sale price.
That is extremely annoying.
It is very annoying.
That happened to me with one thing.
And
then they won't do anything about it.
Yeah, because what it sucks is Amazon will only do a price adjustment if it's a pre-order. Like if you pre-order something at say $50 and it gets lower in price on ship date, they'll give it to you for the lower price. If it's not on pre-order, fuck you, buddy.
I had an issue with my PlayStation 5 Pro.
Okay.
The shipping was way after it came out. It was the shipping was going to be 5 days after it launched. But I saw that if you bought it right now, it would come in a day. So I was it would come quicker if I bought it now, even though I pre-ordered it. So I messaged them and I was like, hey, what's that about?
Yeah.
I'll rebuy, I'll freaking cancel my order and rebuy it. And they're like, you don't have to do that, but we can't guarantee that when it will come. And I was like, well,
yeah.
And then miraculously they upped my shipping to
nice.
The next. But I'm thinking I'm probably going to do a buyer's guide next week because I don't have a lot of time. That'd be a really easy video to do. So I'm looking for things to get for the holidays. So this will be good to go through. We'll also be talking about some other things like new Steam controller, apparently.
Probably.
What else? Sony's making a new handheld. That's got to be
that's got to get
second
bumped up to the top.
I don't believe it though. I don't believe
You don't think so?
No.
All right, we'll get into it.
And Echoes of Wisdom has been added to the Zelda timeline.
That is the most important news of the entire year.
I don't believe them either. The time, where they put it makes absolutely no sense. I'm not even a big Zelda guy.
I'll be honest, I don't even know where they put it. You might actually be as mad as I am. Okay.
And a bunch of other stuff. Also, I was looking for a picture to tweet, and here is a picture of me working at Target in 2007 in a shirt that does not fit me.
Right. Well, none of your shirts fit you back then.
Right.
You were very much into the tight shirt.
I learned that I am a medium.
Right.
All right. We will get into it. We will also thank Yo Jumsy for the 2 months and Sloth for the 12 months. 1 whole year of the frickin' pod and technical jiggery pokery. Speaking another language.
Yeah.
And Rentsnick for the prime and _ for the 81 months. That's like a lifetime.
Yeah. And then also can't forget about Farmer Gooch with the $10. Thankful for the Wolf Bros and most of the chat. Yeah, just most of you. And Walrus with the $5. Been watching for years and never catch y'all live. Love the pod.
Oh my God. Thank you so much. Here. What's the first thing we're going to do?
The first thing we usually do is go over the free games. And
Oh,
Nintendo's
yeah.
like doling out a bunch.
What do you mean free games?
Nintendo added games to Switch Online.
Oh,
Yeah.
that is not here.
It's at the bottom.
Oh, it's at the bottom.
Toward the bottom for some reason.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I think first game they actually announced last week, like right after the podcast ended, just out of nowhere, Donkey Kong Land is now available on Game Boy Switch Online.
I learned about this because a lot of people were just posting pictures of this game.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, why is everybody caring about Donkey Kong so much? And now there it is.
Yeah.
Because it was added to Nintendo Switch Online.
And not only that, not only is Donkey Kong Land been added to Switch Online, just stealth dropped on you, but yesterday, Nintendo's like, hey, you know what? Donkey Kong Land 2 also available on Switch Online.
Well, okay. So back-to-back releases.
Yes. Which is leading me to believe that maybe next week they'll be like, you know what? Fuck it. Donkey Kong Land 3. Because we like you. It's interesting because like these are basically like the Game Boy ports of the SNES games.
Mm-hmm.
So these are the worst way to play these games.
Yes. I mean, look, I love the Game Boy, and I love going through those games. They're usually nice and simple. Game Boy library, not everything's good.
No.
But
I mean, I'm sure these are on the better end of the spectrum.
That's what I was going to say. It's probably not the best way to play these games, but these games are probably pretty good as far as Game Boy games go, I would say.
So yeah, there's that. If you're an expansion pack member though, and if you live in Japan, maybe.
Oh, there's.
I don't know if these have been added to the US yet. But we're getting some Genesis games, including Mega Drive, Toe Jam and Earl, Panic on Funkatron, Backlog entry Vector Man, and Mercs have been added to Switch Online.
We did talk about Vector Man on the show. I didn't know that wasn't one of the games.
It was. Apparently it wasn't.
That's awesome. Apparently Vector Man is great.
Yeah. Toe Jam and Earl, Panic on Funkatron. That's the one people like because it's the side scroller, not a weird roguelike procedurally generated thing.
I gotta play the Toe Jam and Earls.
Yeah.
I have a weird perception of them.
They're weird games.
I imagine them in a Sears, and
they were definitely Sears games, you know.
Vector Man's awesome.
Yes.
We like Vector Man a lot. The other one, Mercs, no idea.
Mercs. I feel like I've heard of. I mean, like Mercs is like the most generic name you can get for like an action game.
It is definitely different in Japanese because there are a lot of characters there.
Also, there's
at least 3 or 4 words.
Yeah. Also, there's a 3 in there. There's a 2 in there, so it's a sequel to something.
Mercs?
Yeah. If you go to the title screen,
okay.
If like you play the video, it's like the first. It's the first video. It's the first trailer in. There's a 2 in there. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that is 3 or 4 words and then 2.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Mercs originally released as Senjo no Okami 2, Wolf of the Battlefield 2.
Hell yeah. That's a much better name.
It is.
They should have went with that one. All right. So that's all the Nintendo Switch Online stuff.
Yes.
Okay.
Good times.
We made it. Where do we start with
do you want to just
Friday
do deals? It's hard because like especially like in terms of video games, like they're the same everywhere. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Yeah, a lot of the video game stuff is the same everywhere.
Yeah. So I don't know, should we just like pull up like Best Buy and like see what they have?
Yeah, I guess so.
All right. BestBuy.com.
I thought we would have like a list of stuff.
I mean, that would be the smart thing to do. But no. No. I should note that I have been nursing a sore throat all day. It feels like I'm on fire right now.
That's good.
Don't kiss me.
Hey, you know what? Best Buy does seem to have the disc drive. Oh nope, unavailable. Never mind. It's on their front page, but it's unavailable.
That's how they get you. All right, I have the I just went to bestbuy.com /site/promo /Black Friday video game virtual reality deals 1.
Just put it in the document.
Okay.
Put it in the goddamn document.
Here we go. So like I said, these deals are mostly universal. There might be like 1 or 2 stores doing something special for you, but all things considered,
usually they're the same
Yeah.
across the board. Specifically, whenever you see a bundle for a console,
yes,
those are usually universal,
Mhm.
especially if there's like box art on the box.
Yeah.
So you're gonna see Fortnite. Why? Why Fortnite?
I never understand why Fortnite gets bundled with consoles, because it's a free game.
So with the PlayStation 5 Slim, with a disc drive, so that's good. $424.99. This is a Fortnite bundle.
Yes.
Cobalt Star bundle. What does that get you with
Fortnite Cobalt Star.
So you're already getting a deal because this console should be $500.
Yeah.
So you're saving $75.
Mhm.
And I'd imagine you'd get this at a lot of retail stores.
According to PlayStation Direct, Cobalt Star Pack includes a Cobalt footprint outfit with Lego style, Sapphire Star back bling, Indigo inverter pickaxe, Weathered Snow Stripes warp, Cobalt crash drums, Crackle boost, Discotheque wheels, gold painted style, Stella Trail, and 1,000 V-Bucks. So it looks like it's a winter theme.
You're getting a lot of cosmetic items. That's kind of not like the best deal. I mean, 1,000 V-Bucks is like $10, I think.
Yeah.
If you're gonna be playing Fortnite, you're probably gonna be spending money on skins.
Yeah.
At some point. You're getting the deal because you're saving $75 on a PlayStation 5. That's really what it is. The game is free. You don't need to have all of that extra stuff. With it. And I'd imagine a lot of people are going to be buying consoles for somebody else, and they're probably going to be just thrilled to see Fortnite on the front of the box. The same deal is happening with the digital version, which is kind of all you need if all you're going to play is Fortnite.
Yeah.
And that'll save you all. That'll be $100 cheaper, so that's $375.
Yeah.
You still only save $75 off of the regular price of the PlayStation 5 Slim, but that's, I mean, if all they're going to do is play Fortnite, that's not like a terrible deal. Saves you a couple bucks.
Under $400 for a current gen system.
And you know what? The disc drive is only $80 if you can get it. Yeah. So honestly, that's a better deal. Just get the digital one and then put the disc drive on later. So if you're looking for a PlayStation 5 for somebody, they're probably going to end up playing Fortnite.
Yeah.
If you're looking for a Nintendo Switch for somebody, they're probably going to end up playing Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
Yeah.
And every single year, they do a Mario Kart bundle or a Switch bundle that comes with Mario Kart.
Yeah. This year, they're doing the OLED model and the regular vanilla Switch model. Also, $75 off.
Yeah.
So that's not bad.
These say Doorbuster? Oh, no. The Switch says Doorbuster.
Yeah, in-store only. I guess that price is the Doorbuster price. And then, like, once that's over, it'll go back to the regular Switch price.
Yeah, so these bundles you'll see a lot of places, but I'm not sure if these prices you'll see a lot of places.
I think these prices are specifically Best Buy prices.
Right. Because they all say save $75, so that's interesting. It also says save $50 on the robotic white Xbox Series X.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess that is a deal.
Yeah, I mean it's $50.
I thought it came. I thought it was $4.
No, it's $450.
That's not a deal.
No,
that's a bad deal.
That's a bad deal.
You're losing a whole disc drive.
Well, what is the Series S is usually like $100? No, it's $200 off. Usually, right? The Series S.
Not off. $200 off.
A $200 difference from the baseline Series X.
Oh yeah. There's a lot of math happening.
Yeah.
Right now, the white Xbox Series X, that is the all digital version, $400 on Best Buy, which is usually $450. So that's like a little bit of a deal. I mean, an all digital Xbox isn't that bad of a deal because of Game Pass. You're probably getting it just for Game Pass. Xbox Series S, $250. That's frequently on sale for $250. This seems like a pretty normal deal. But I think that's not that bad of a value, especially if all you're going to do is play your Fortnite.
Yes.
MetaQuest 3 with Batman Arkham Shadow. Everybody likes Batman Arkham Shadow. There's 2 versions. That's the MetaQuest 3, and then there's MetaQuest 3S.
Yes. I don't know if this is a deal because I think all MetaQuests now come with Batman Arkham Shadows if you buy it.
Yeah, this isn't even a sale price or anything. This is just a regular price. MetaQuests have been not on sale ever.
Yeah.
They went up in price, actually. What else do we have? Backbone controller, the PlayStation 1 edition, $70. I've seen it for cheaper than that.
I've definitely seen it for less.
Yeah, so that's not that great.
The ROG Ally Z1 Extreme processor, 512 gigabytes, $500.
That's
not bad
deal.
Yeah.
I've seen it like that before. That is worth it. The
Yeah.
Z1 Extreme version is worth it. There's a newer version, the Ally X, which is better, but the Z1 Extreme for $500 is not bad.
This comes with, it says it includes 2 free items, a month of Game Pass Ultimate, and a 60-day free trial run of Crunchyroll.
I think the Game Pass is normal. The Crunchyroll, I'm not sure about.
Well,
I think the Game Pass, you
anime.
just get that with
there's
the new
nothing
piece.
normal about anime, Bob.
So that's not a bad deal. I'd imagine we might be able to see a better one. I feel like I've heard of the Z1 Extreme version of the Ally being on sale for more than that.
And hey, if you're playing at home and you know of a better deal on some of these things, put it in the chat and we'll mention it or not. Whatever.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a list. I'm gonna be compiling a list here of what I think are the best deals, so we can recap at the end, because there's a lot that we're going over here. I completely lost my place. Pro controller, $50. It's actually not bad.
Yeah, that's actually pretty good for a Pro controller.
Xbox controller, $40. That's normal.
Also very good.
Lenovo Legion Go, $550. Now Lenovo that's a good deal because it's 1 terabyte, whereas the ROG Ally you're only getting 512. But I do kind of like the ROG Ally more. I played the Lenovo Legion Go more because the screen's bigger. But I think the Ally is just slightly easier to use and a little more has a little more compatibility. The firmware is updated better. So I don't know if paying 50 extra bucks is worth it in this case. So I don't know. Maybe if you really do need that extra inch, or it's almost 2 inches.
Yeah.
Here you go. Ally X, $700. So it's $100 off. That's not bad. I mean, I like the Ally X a lot. You get a decent bump in performance. And it's currently my favorite of the handhelds, of the PC handhelds. But that's not that good of a deal. It might actually be worth it to get the Z1 Extreme original ROG Ally because you're saving a significant amount of money. Oh, and here's the 512 gigabyte version of the Lenovo Legion Go for the same price as the ROG Ally.
Yeah.
So, I think that the regular Z1 Extreme ROG Ally is the deal. Of course, now is the time to buy controllers.
Yes.
If you need controllers.
We saw the Xbox Series controller, the white one for, what was it, $39?
40, yeah.
Yeah, so they have the special see-through edition is $49. So $10 more, but still a good price. The DualSense controllers, they go between, you see the black one for $55 and then the Chroma Blue for $60, which is still a lot for a controller, but it's better than what DualSenses typically sell for. The Chroma Blue is like $80, and it's not even an elite controller.
Now is the time to buy controllers, and now is the time to buy subscription services. A lot of like PlayStation Plus, Extra, whatever the hell, all those bundles, Game Pass, Ultimate, and whatnot, and usually Nintendo Switch Online.
Yeah.
You can usually get a year subscription for significantly cheaper than you normally would. So even if you don't have to renew it yet, it's not a bad idea to get it now because it'll be cheaper than when you purchase it later when you renew it.
Right.
But only do that if you know you're gonna renew it. Because I recently canceled some of them. I think Game Pass and PlayStation. But I recently renewed my PlayStation because I wanted to try the cloud streaming on the PlayStation portal, which is okay. It runs okay. Otherwise, there's individual games. Spider-Man 2, $40.
That's really good.
Gran Turismo, $30.
Mario Odyssey, $30.
That's good.
Yeah, Tears of the Kingdom, $40.
Oh, here's one. You can get NBA 2K25 bundled in with a PlayStation 5 Slim for the same price as the Fortnite deal.
You know what's interesting? On another page, you can just get the regular PlayStation 5, no game bundled, for the same price as with the game bundled.
Yeah, that's kind of normal.
Yeah.
So this is probably the better deal because 2K5 is a game that costs money.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put this down as one of the better deals for a PlayStation 5. And again, if you want, that was the digital version. If you want it to be the version with the disc drive, just buy the disc drive. You're still saving money. They also have 2 terabytes of internal memory for a PlayStation 5.
That's a lot.
Yeah, I don't think this is particularly good. You're paying for the tax of having the PlayStation logo on it.
Yeah.
Don't fall for that. Amazon will probably be the place to get an SSD.
Yeah.
Actually, that's where I got an SSD.
Also on this page, Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut PS5, $30. Robert, we added another game to the backlog recently because your boy snagged that.
Oh,
yeah.
I have the PS4 version.
No, I have the PS4 version. I'm giving it back to you because I'm done with it. I don't need that piece of shit. I got the PS5 version now.
Oh, gee, thanks.
So I don't know if I mentioned this on the show before. I know I've tweeted about it. I have this weird issue with Ghost of Tsushima. Because I redeemed the free PlayStation Plus version of it many moons ago, even though I'm not a PlayStation Plus subscriber anymore, it will not give me the discounted price whenever it goes on sale.
Yeah, PlayStation sucks.
I have to pay $50 to upgrade to the PS5 version. Sometimes they'll take it easy on me and give me make it $30. So I'm just like, you know what? Fuck this. I'll just buy the game, the physical copy of the game. This game has never gone down in price. It is consistently $70. So now's the time to get it if you want to play Ghost of Tsushima at a reasonable price. The game is 100 years old at this point.
So did you get it from did you get that deal? You got this deal?
I got the deal. I got it from Target.
Very cool.
So
all these deals are happening right now, it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Black Friday is early.
Black Friday started last Friday. You know?
I'm ready to move on to Amazon or something.
All right.
I'm also checking out Wario 60.
I'm trying to boot up the digital stores for the major systems just to see.
How do we do Amazon? Black Friday week?
I don't know.
I don't know if they know that Black Friday is a day. Friday is one day.
Friday, it used to be one day. And then they're like, you know what? It's a holiday weekend. Why don't we just make it Saturday and Sunday? And then they're like, wait a minute. We could open on Thanksgiving. So we started opening on Thanksgiving. And then they're like, wait a minute. Capitalism. What if Black Friday was a whole month?
You know what, though? Better.
Yeah.
Better for me. My friends wanted to go out to eat on Friday. And I said, Black Friday is the busiest restaurant day of the year. Mm-hmm. I was like, but okay, if you can get a reservation, fine. And then they all yelled at me and said, no, it's not. Am I wrong?
I mean, look.
Here's the thing. I know I'm not.
You do historically have stupid friends. I mean, I don't know what it is nowadays.
Yeah,
I had shit ass.
We're spilling everything. Everything's spilled. There's actually not.
No.
Do you need something for that?
You got a napkin or something? Okay. What I was trying to say was before
Just say it loud.
What I was trying to say was I haven't been Black Friday shopping traditionally in years. And I know since the pandemic, retail has been very different. Malls basically don't exist anymore. Target and Walmart and Best Buy are still there. Thank you. But they are having their sales much earlier. And you could do everything online. You could pick up you could order online, pick up at the store. So I don't know what the deal is.
Yeah, I was going to say it's calmed down a lot. It used to be just a shit show trying to go out on Black Friday. Mm-hmm. I worked at the friggin' mall, and that was an absolute disaster. Trying to even get to the mall.
We've both worked Target on Black Friday.
I feel like the retail, the war zone has calmed down a lot. It's probably still not great, but it's probably a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
Even though people aren't going out shopping as much, still there's going to be people all over the place because they're home for the holidays.
Yeah.
You know. And it's a day off that a lot of people have, and they have nothing to do. It's not like you're going to see your family.
Yeah.
You already did that the day before. Mm-hmm. But people like to go out and do things. But you know what? Shopping online has made life so much
easier.
Yeah. On Amazon, I got a thing. I use one of these drives all of the time to edit with.
Yeah.
People say these drives are bad. I've never had a problem with this one. I've had a problem with the previous one.
There are certain models of those where they were like screwy and like, what is it, SanDisk?
Yes.
They never like responded to.
This is the SanDisk Extreme Pro portable SSD. This is 4 terabytes.
Okay.
This one is good. The previous one, which I think is just the SanDisk Extreme.
Okay.
Not Pro. That one was bad and it used to wipe all of the time.
Yeah.
But it did it in a weird way where it would like start to get slow.
Mm-hmm.
So what I would do is take everything off of it, wipe it, and then put everything back on it. That one sucked. This one was fine. I was thinking to myself, I was like, this is great. I would like to have another one as a backup.
Yeah.
But why am I still using USB-C? This is Thunderbolt. I want to be, and I'm editing off of these.
Right.
I want this thing to be as fast as possible. So I got the new one, which just came out. This is the SanDisk Professional Portable SSD. Okay, it sounds like the same thing.
Yeah.
This one's black and shiny. This is Thunderbolt 3.
Okay.
These laptops are Thunderbolt 4, but still. You're no longer bottlenecked by the cable. You're bottlenecked by the speed of the SSD.
Yeah.
So this is fast. Very fast. Very nice. And I like it a lot. And it was on Black Friday sale. It was like $70 off. They're still very expensive.
Yeah.
I check Camel. You ever been there?
Yes, always.
It shows you it's a website that shows you a graph of the price history of Amazon products. So that's a good website to use if you want to buy something on Amazon and you're worried that it will be on sale soon. You could see if you're getting the best deal of the history of that product, which is what happened here. I think I missed out on $5.
Right.
But I'm okay with it. So I got a new hard drive to edit off of. I'm sorry, SSD. I'm old. I got a new SSD to edit off of. I'm happy with it. And then now I have two of basically the same thing. I can have like one and a backup when I'm like out doing stuff. All right. That's the only thing I've gotten. Where are the gaming deals?
You gotta go to deals and then you gotta select games. I do know on Amazon, this is actually a good deal.
Poison games?
No, video games. There should be like a dedicated video games. You see it? Look on the
left.
Yeah. Amazon's website sucks. Like it's like one of the worst.
You need to know exactly what you want. You can't browse on Amazon.
No, because otherwise you just get like cheap junk.
Video game.
Yeah.
PlayStation 5. Do they have the same deal?
Yes. Yeah, that's the same deal.
Yeah, it's the same. Not Prime. Also, December 7th delivery?
Well, I mean,
excuse me?
You're supposed to be getting these for Christmas.
Whatever, man.
I will say this. I did find this, and this is a good deal. Star Wars Outlaws, the Amazon exclusive edition, whatever the fuck that means. It's 43% off, so that makes it $40. It is currently on sale on Xbox Live on the marketplace digitally for $52.
Oh,
so that's a really good deal, right?
That is actually a good deal, and this is the limited edition or whatever that's worth.
Yeah, I think that just means they give you an extra DLC because you bought it from Amazon.
It is not a bad game.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's like amazing, but I enjoyed what I played.
Yeah.
So if you've been thinking about Star Wars Outlaws, you might like it.
Yeah.
I don't think you'll be particularly disappointed as long as you keep your expectations.
Especially for, what do we say, $40?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not bad. A lot of people were like, oh, that's a game I'll get when it's on sale. Well, now it's on
sale. Now it's on sale. So get to it.
Also, this is a little sad. Sonic X Shadow Generations for the Nintendo Switch is also on sale. It is $30.
Yeah, but like I feel like Sonic games, like they come out And there's all the
it's
fervor.
$30 on all platforms.
Yeah,
I should say.
but like the Sonic games, it comes out like a lot of fervor around, and then it immediately goes on sale because like Black Friday is a month away. You know, the same thing happened with Superstar, same thing happened with Frontiers.
It doesn't happen with Mario games.
Nope.
I thought this game was okay. I'm disappointed that it was $50.
Yeah,
it should have just been a DLC to the original game.
Yeah,
because that's what it feels like.
Yeah,
$30, honestly, not bad. If this game was $25 when it launched, I would maybe like it more.
Yeah,
$30 is a little bit much, but I mean, the game just came out.
Yeah, I mean, like, I still enjoy the game, but like, it was way too expensive when it came out. I think this is a much more palatable price point.
Yeah,
for this game in particular.
And it's for all consoles.
Yes.
I heard the Nintendo Switch version is not that good, but comparatively, it runs better on other platforms. But if all you have is a Switch, I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Metaphor Refantasio. This is another game that it's up for Game of the Year. People love this game. It also just came out. Oh, it's only $50. So it was $70. It's $20 off. That's not so bad. This is on Amazon. We're still on Amazon.
We're still on Amazon. Silent Hill 2, the remake, is $50. That just came out. People seem to like that. That's a good get.
Yeah, I don't know. That's been out.
A little bit, yeah, but I feel like people are just now like talking about it, you know.
True. Sonic Frontiers is also on sale. I think that was on sale last year.
Yeah, but I'm sure now. What is it now?
$25.
Oh yeah, that's better.
I want to look up SSDs because I think this would probably be the place to get them.
I know
4 terabytes of the Samsung 990 Pro. $270. That's a lot of money, but the list price is $465.
Yeah.
So like this is like almost half. That's a pretty damn good deal.
I will say the Western Digital 1 terabyte Xbox Series expansion card is on sale for $100. That's a really good price considering these things are generally like $160.
Especially if it's Xbox.
Yeah.
If it's
so like,
their logo
if you need an Xbox has the proprietary expansion drive. So if you need one of those for your either Xbox Series consoles, now's the time to get it. The 512 gigabyte version is $67 right now. So like if you don't need that much more space, like you can save even more money. So
I would say a reasonable deal if you're looking for an SSD for a PlayStation 5 or just you can also use these SSDs in an ROG Ally X.
Yes.
The Samsung 980 Pro 2 terabyte is only $120.
Okay.
That's a pretty damn good deal. That's 2 terabytes. Western Digital also has some that are this one's $112. There's great deals on SSDs.
Yes.
If you need SSD. What about the what about this button working? What about the what is it, 2280? Or is that the one I was just looking at? No, that's the one I was just. What's the one that you would use in a Steam?
Oh, I know what you're talking about. The small one.
230? Yeah, 2230. I think I have this one. The Sabrent Rocket is it's only $15 off. $85 is 1 terabyte. Crucial has a 2 terabyte one that is $140, which is a significant discount. It used to be $260. I'm gonna maybe put that. I'm keeping that in a tab. That might be one of the best deals.
Here's a deal. Here's the deal I think we. Magnetic smart wraps for Xbox Series X.
Ooh, I like those.
This is not official Xbox ones. These are third party. But this one, $25, makes your Xbox look like a 90s PC.
Oh, that is fucking awesome. So it's not official?
It's not official, which I'm not surprised. I'm surprised it took this long for there to be unofficial like console wraps for the Series X, but like make it look like a 90s PC is kind of fucking rad.
That is really cool. Let me see if I can.
It's made by Wally Bear, if that
Xbox Series console wrap.
Yeah. You see it?
Is overall pick. Maybe?
Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah. That's
That's really cool.
Right?
That's sick.
I don't want to get that.
I saw somebody with that.
Really?
On Twitter. Or Blue Sky. I don't know which one's
one of those.
All right. What are the other ones that we usually look at?
Target, Walmart, like those are essentially the same. I don't think there's anything like substantially different from them. Who else has a shitty website? Walmart.
Yes, Walmart like tries to be Amazon,
and they're like really bad at it.
It's on. Like the best deal on the PlayStation 5 is the NBA 2K25.
I know. That if you want the MetaQuest with Batman Arkham Shadow, Target will give you a $75 gift card.
That's one of the things with Best Buy. Best Buy will I'm sorry, Target. That's one of the things with Target. They give you a gift card with. Which one's that? MetaQuest what?
The S3, I think. Yeah, the 3S.
Is Kohl's back with the good deals this year? They left last year.
Yeah.
They left us a high and dry. I'm looking at other people's roundups of stuff.
So I think Target. Oh no! This is another in-store deal. The Switch bundle, Mario Kart 8. Target's also doing it in-store only.
Oh, is it the same price?
Yeah, $274 for the OLED version.
Here's a decent one from GameStop, actually. Believe it or not. $60 for a Joy-Con.
Okay.
Those are usually $80. So $20. These are never on sale. The red and blue one. And they do have the 12 months of PlayStation Plus.
Right.
Is significantly cheaper now. And it's from PlayStation. You can get it from PlayStation.
Yeah.
It is 30% off.
Walmart has the PS5 Slim disc version with Black Ops 6 for $4.95.
Wait, what is that? Walmart. Black Ops.
Yeah, I think you get a physical copy of the game. So that's fun.
$4.95?
Yeah.
Is that what you said? This is the one. It's from it looks like it might be from a third-party seller.
Maybe.
75. That's not that. Hey, Black Ops 6, not a bad deal.
Yeah. I've heard it's good. I've heard it's actually good.
Actually, wait. Is this a good deal?
Yeah, because what is
$4.25?
$4.95.
That's what this is, but $4.25 for the Fortnite bundle, and the game is $80. So I guess this is a little bit of it. You get a little bit of a discount. So, there was another thing I just saw. I think Amazon. When we missed Astrobot PS5, $50.
Yes,
just came out.
Surprised I forgot that. I do have in my Amazon wish list in case anybody in my family is watching. Also, a couple of video games I want for Christmas. If you want to buy me video games. Just saying that Astrobot's one of them. I can play that with the kids. You know what I can't play with the kids? Alan Wake 2. That's on sale.
Oh, Elden Ring is also on sale on Amazon for $40.
Yeah.
No, what is it? Is it $20? No, it's $40.
Possibly the only 2-time Game of the Year award winner.
Did I put Metaphor on here? There's a lot of Game of the Year stuff.
Yeah.
That's up for pretty cheap. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth also is $40. They're like all the Game of the Year stuff is on sale. Helldivers 2 is $30. That's not a big deal. It retailed for $40. Tears of the Kingdom's $30 at Walmart.
Yeah. Digital version too, I think.
On the eShop?
Yeah.
Oh.
Sorry, on the eShop it is $50. Still, those games never go on sale.
Yeah, digital, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Western Digital Black expansion cards you mentioned are on sale for a little bit.
Yeah.
People in the chat were going nuts about by people in the chat. I think it was just your wishes talking about 8-bit do. They have the ultimate controller is $48.
That's not bad. I see V-Rang with the $5 on YouTube. Hey bros, the PSVR 2 Horizon bundle plus charging stand is $350 at Costco. I just had my friend buy it and paid her back.
So I heard about that deal.
Mm-hmm.
So I think somebody asked me on stream about the PlayStation VR 2 bundle.
Yeah.
$350, not bad. Somebody asked me, they said, hey, should I buy PSVR 2 now because it's on sale for a significant amount? My answer was, I got it for free. And I do not ever touch it.
Right.
Because I don't like it. So
there you go.
I still wouldn't buy it for that much. If you're interested in it, fine. Then it's time for you to get it. But it's not for me.
Someone else in the chat said, I just lost it. Your wishes on Twitch. Costco is doing a PS5 Slim disc version with a second controller and a controller stand for $485.
8-bit do keyboard.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody likes this keyboard. $60 on Woot. Not a bad deal. I recently did a video that had a Best Buy sponsorship in it.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a decent deal on the Lenovo laptop over there. Is it still on sale?
I think so.
Because there's two versions of this. So this one's $800.
Okay.
Which is, and look, it says purchased October 11th. This is a good deal for what it is.
Yeah.
But there was another version of this same laptop that was on sale for cheaper at the time that I was recording it. I don't know if it's still going to be on sale. Their website doesn't work. Yeah, here it is. This has a 4060 in it. What is this one at? Yeah, 3050. Yeah, get the 4060 version.
There you go.
I don't know why I got the other one. This is definitely the better deal. Lenovo LOQ 15.6 inch gaming laptop for $700. This is what I think would be worth it if you wanted to get a gaming handheld, but wanted to play different types of games on it, like RTSs or something, or you need a laptop and also want to play games, and you're considering getting a gaming handheld as something like a desktop replacement. I think that's a bad idea. I think you should just get a laptop. And I think this is not a bad deal for that type of power that you'd get. Right. So this is the LOQ with a 4060 in it. I think that's the deals.
Yeah.
So I collected a bunch in some tabs here. Let me see if I can organize it a little. And then we'll do a recap for the TikTok. Organize things by system, by game system. And Okay. I'm ready to recap.
All right, let's do it.
Okay. How do we... This is not an ad. We just decided to look through all the Black Friday deals for video game stuff.
We're trying to do you people a favor.
Yes. Also, I like to spend money.
Yeah.
Best Buy has a deal right now on the ROG Ally, the Z1 Extreme version, which is the good one.
Mm-hmm.
This one is $500. Usually it's $650. I think this might be one of the best deals for a gaming handheld this Black Friday.
Right.
Aside from that, if you were thinking about getting a gaming handheld as like a desktop replacement, bad idea.
Yeah.
You should probably just get a laptop. This Lenovo LOQ with a 4060 in it, $700. That's pretty cheap for a gaming laptop.
Yeah.
And then if you want a console, there's a couple of PlayStations that are on sale right now. There seems to be the same deal across a lot of different retailers. $375 for the Slim without the disc drive.
Yes.
There's a Fortnite bundle and there's an NBA 2K25 bundle. If you're worried that it doesn't have the disc drive, just get the disc drive for $80. It's still cheaper than buying the version with the disc drive.
Yes.
So this is probably the best deal on a PlayStation 5 that you're going to get. Now, there's also a Call of Duty bundle. It's not cheaper.
Right.
But, well, actually, it's like slightly cheaper if you're going to end up buying Black Ops 6 anyway.
Yeah.
This comes with the disc drive. It's $495. So you can do some math there. Also, if you want a VR headset, the MetaQuest 3 and the MetaQuest 3S are on sale.
They're not on sale,
They're not on
but
sale.
Target is offering you a $75 gift card if you buy from Target.
And they come with Arkham Shadow, but you're saying it's been coming with Arkham Shadow.
Yeah.
So really the only deal is that Target gives you a gift card.
Yeah.
So that's good. There's also a bunch of games on sale. Sonic X Shadow Generations just came out. It's $30. Game probably should have been $30 when it launched. Zelda Tears of the Kingdom is $30 at Walmart, which is the best price I've ever seen.
Yeah, and that's for the digital version of it.
And you said it on the eShop, it's $50.
Yeah.
So that's different.
Yeah.
Metaphor Refantasio is up for Game of the Year. A lot of people like this. $50.
Yeah.
Just came out. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, also up for Game of the Year. Came out a little bit ago. $40 on Amazon. That's a pretty good deal. Astrobot, it's up for a bunch of awards.
Yeah.
Is it up for Game of the Year?
Yeah.
Another Game of the Year. $50. Also just came out. Elden Ring, up for Game of the Year, second time. Yeah. This is $40 at Amazon. Everybody loves this keyboard, this 8-bit do retro mechanical keyboard. This is $60 at Woot. I've never bought anything from Woot.
I think Woot is just cheap Amazon, like they're owned by Amazon.
Oh, they are an Amazon company.
Yeah.
There you go. I thought they were sketch. And the final thing that I have here is just an M.2 SSD, the 2230, the little tiny ones. You can put it in your Steam Deck. You can put it in your ROG Ally. You might even be able to put it in your PlayStation 5 if you wanted to. This one's 2 terabytes for $140 on Amazon. There's a lot. Usually, Black Friday is when I buy storage.
Yeah.
Because the storage is always on sale. Also, it's a good time to buy subscription services because you can stack it with what you have already, and it's usually on sale for a little bit cheaper. And it's on sale everywhere. At PlayStation, if you want PlayStation Plus, you can just get it straight from PlayStation. And that's everything that we saw.
Yeah.
So have fun.
Happy shopping.
I'm not putting affiliate links because I didn't do this for money. That was for the tab.
Yes.
All right, I'm deleting all my tabs.
All right.
Of all of that stuff, I'm not gonna get anything. I got what I need. I got my drive.
Like I got Ghost of Tsushima. I got my little toys.
Maybe I should stock up on SD or micro SD.
I did also get I got a new mouse and keyboard for my computer. So, but I think I'm done.
What'd you get? Let me judge you.
You're gonna judge me so hard. I got the Logitech MX set. because it works on both Windows and Mac like seamlessly.
What's the mouse?
The Logitech, the MX
what?
3S.
Oh, that's good. That's the best mouse of all.
I know. I've always.
You're gonna play a game, then it might not be good.
Well, what would you recommend for?
Glorious.
I have a Glorious mouse, so.
Then there you go.
All right. I mean, I'll probably
you playing a game. You could play it with the Logitech. You're not gonna have a problem. You're gonna end up playing competitive Counter-Strike.
Yeah, okay.
It's a little heavy.
Yeah,
but otherwise, it's the best mouse that's ever been created.
Yeah. No, I've always wanted that mouse, and I need a keyboard that could do Windows and Mac seamlessly. And I figured, might as well just get them matching.
Any keyboard can do Windows and mouse.
No.
Yes.
No, because I have a keyboard that's Windows only. It doesn't have the Mac buttons on it. It confuses me and my wife.
All of my keyboards are labeled wrong.
Right.
But I managed just fine.
It also came with a free little carrying case for the mouse.
That's actually really cool.
I don't have the mouse in there. I have my backup mouse in here, but it came with a carrying
case.
I
love that mouse so much. I'm upset that I can't use it because I don't like swapping between the two mices.
It also came with like a desk mat for free. And I feel bad.
You gotta throw that out.
I gotta throw it out because I use a Wulff Den desk mat. WulffDenapparel.com.
Actually,
Black Friday sale.
Black Friday sale.
Are you happy, Dad? I'm repping the brand on the podcast.
This shirt not on sale. These mugs not on sale.
This hat sold out. You'll never see it again.
Everything else on sale, 20% off. Says Bob was never used the Logitech MX Ergo. First of all, what an assumption that you just made. I have never used that, though.
I always look at the Ergo mouses, and I'm like, should I get those? No. They're the vertical ones.
This is some nerd shit. There's the vertical Ergo, and then there's the one with a big old bulge on the side.
The trackballs are coming back.
Sure. Whatever.
I have a friend who actually uses a vertical mouse, but he's never said if it, works. Like to ease up on wrist
I use a vertical monitor, and I won't say if it's better or not because it's just different.
Right.
That's all it is. Bob, Will, looks like those Japanese Mega Drive games on the English Genesis app on the Switch.
Okay. Good. Nintendo just released a trailer for it. Thank you.
Very cool. All right. Anybody say anything? Elion, thank you for the Prime. Yo Jumsy, thanks for the 2 months. And I think, we got some super chats. We got Barang with the $5. Hey, bros. PS. Oh, you said that. We talked about that. And Kylie, the gamer princess, with the $2. Hi, love the pod. I hope y'all having a good holiday. Thank you. It's been what a blast it's been over here at the Wulff Den. I guess we should do the backlog. Get into it.
Yes.
Button. Backlog! 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 Did you almost choke?
On my cough drop? Yes.
Hello, welcome to the backlog, everybody. Will, what's the backlog?
The backlog is the segment of the Wulff Den podcast where we go through our entire video game collection, every game we've ever bought in our entire lives has been put into an Excel spreadsheet. And today we're going to pick one at random and talk about it regardless of whether or not we played it. It is a collection of over now 974 video games because I bought a video game.
278.
278? All right. 278, and that is Brain Age. Train your brain for minutes a day from the Nintendo DS.
Okay. Brain Age. Train your brain for minutes a day. That's the whole name.
Yeah. Train your brain in minutes a day.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is
the original Brain Age.
I actually like this game, and you know who liked it the most is our mother.
Yes.
I think she played it more than us. She's not a gamer. She doesn't play games. This was the only thing she's ever played in her whole life.
Well, she wanted this game because probably on one of her morning talk shows they talked about it and how it's good for your memory.
Dr. Kiwashima came on Oprah, and talked about it.
He's like, you need to play this game. So Brain Age, train your brain in minutes a day, also known as Dr. Kawashima's Brain Age training, How Old Is Your Brain in PAL Regions, is an edutainment puzzle video game developed and published by Nintendo for the DS. Nintendo has stated that it is an entertainment product inspired by Tohoku University professor Ryota Kawashima's work in neurosciences. Brain Age features a variety of puzzles, including a Stroop test, mathematical questions, and Sudoku puzzles, all designed to help keep certain parts of the brain active. It was included in the Touch Generation series of video games, a series featuring games for a more casual gaming audience.
I don't know where I put my mouse. Completely lost the mouse.
Okay. It looks like you need a game that will help you remember things.
I genuinely think that this is something that helps specifically older people to not lose any to help strengthen their brain to not lose any cognitive abilities. There is not a lot of proof of that. It's sort of I hate to call it pseudoscience, but it's a little bit. So much so that there hasn't been another Brain Age game, as far as I know, in America.
No.
And I think the reason for that is they made medical claims that couldn't be backed up. Yeah. So a little unfortunate, because I do genuinely think that this could be helpful. It's just that they put the claims on the box, and you can't make medical claims. If you're gonna sell something commercially.
But it was a unique experience. It wasn't like a traditional video game. Like, you were doing math, you were doing Sudoku, you were doing cognitive tests. Like, they would show a word in a certain color, but you had to say the word, not the color of the word.
Yes, that was extremely difficult.
Yeah, because at least the first version of this game, there's also a sequel on the DS, which we have. The microphone didn't work very well.
Right.
So, like, saying the word, like, it didn't get picked up as frequently as you would want it to.
Yeah. So we didn't buy it then?
No, we did. We bought it for our mother. Because our mother wanted to play this game. She was 56 at the time. Sorry, Mom, saying your age. But like, she wanted to play this game because she wanted help with her memory. She then proceeded to lose the DS and the game with it, which, fun fact, that was my DS.
I remember that, and we were very upset about that.
Yes.
Where's my mouse? Oh, I never had it. It's been over here this whole So, we lost our DS. It was a red.
It was the Mario Kart DS version.
Yeah, it was a big red. It was the big red one. It was the fat one. So it wasn't the best one.
No.
We got a DS Lite way later.
Yeah.
When we were significantly older. And then the red one miraculously showed up.
It was at the bottom of like one of her bags. Oh. You know, because like, you know, your mother always has like thousands of bags she never uses. She happened to stick it in the one bag she only used once.
So I don't know. Great game for old people.
I think, like, contextually, like, if you look at the context of when it came out in 2006, it was a very different type of video game. Like, it came out on the DS, which, like, had just came out, and people, like, didn't know what the hell it was. How are you going to make this weird dual screen thing popular? And it was, like, games like this and Nintendogs that, like, slowly showed that, like, games can be more casual and more geared toward different people. And it was a strategy that worked, and worked very well, because this game sold well. I think the DS is, like, the third most popular video game system of all time in terms of sales or something.
Yes, it sold a lot.
Yeah, all because of Brain Age. It's a shame that, you know, because of like the controversy over the science of the game, like they could never release another version in North America.
I'm trying to find a source for that, because I remember reading it, but I want to make sure I'm getting it 100% right, because we are talking about medical claims here. I don't want to spread the same sort of misinformation.
We are not doctors. We should be clear.
No. There is a passage in the Wikipedia page about scientific effectiveness. Many neuroscientists recommend the game for prevention of dementia or Alzheimer's disease. I thought so. Nintendo of America has refused to support any scientific claims of the benefits of the game, stressing that they are in the entertainment business. Okay. Interesting, because at the time they also had like Wii Fit, and they had a lot. They've been pretty active in what would you call it? Health service. One study involved 600 Scottish students with one group of students who played 20 minutes of Brain Age before class daily for 9 weeks, and a control group that studied regularly. The students were tested at the beginning and end of the study. In the end, the group that played Brain Age improved test scores by 50%. Now, what was the test, though? If it's
I know, like
so close to Brain Age, then, you know, you can't. It seems obvious.
Yeah.
Another study involved 67 10-year-olds. Found no evidence to support claims that Brain Age improves cognitive function better than other means of training one's brain. Well, they're young.
Yeah. So. Yeah. Like, personally, this is a game that like I didn't really put a lot of hours into. You know, because why would I want to play a math game? Math is lame for nerds.
You know, I said that until Balatro. I'm at a point in the game, there's a lot of math.
Oh, boy.
I played a little bit of Brain Age because I wanted to see what it was all about. And it's fine. That there are other puzzle games that I would rather be playing than Brain Age.
Yeah.
And to that point, I'm not sure if... Like, I think Brain Age is great if you can sink your teeth into Brain Age and it sticks. I think it's good, especially if you're older and you want to preserve some cognitive function. Again, we're not doctors. This is just, you know, it's one of my pseudosciences that I believe in. If this is a game that helps you think for a couple minutes, then it's good. But there's so many these days. There's a lot of great puzzle games, even just regular old games. Like, they say that regular old games like a Zelda game where you have a main goal in mind, but you have little goals in between to get you to that main goal. Even those help cognitive ability. But there are other puzzle games that could help as well.
Sure, Tetris, you know.
Again, Balatro has math.
Yeah.
That's the new cool thing right now. So this game's cool. You should try it if you're interested in it. But otherwise, there's plenty of games. Plenty of games in a similar vein. Again, I wish that they could make more games like this instead, but they've been like changing up the Brain Age language in America because of those science-y.
Well, the most recent Brain Age game for the Switch didn't even come out in America because of all the.
That's why. What was the name of that one?
Brain Training for the Nintendo Switch. Dr. Kawashima's Brain Training for the Nintendo Switch.
That might be where I read about the issue. Dr. Kawashima's Brain.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't think it's available. Yeah, it was never released in North America. So it obviously must have something to do with all the issues, you know?
Yeah. North America. Here's a Reddit post. It took 4 years for Europe to get the 3DS game? Wow. Well, I don't know. You're just going to have to take our word for it or not. Look it up on your own.
Yeah.
Because these seem like pretty bold claims that should be backed up. This is what happens when we randomly pick a game.
Yeah.
And decide to talk about it.
Sometimes we get a good one. Sometimes we get a bad one. This one was
This is not a bad game.
No.
And we did play it.
Yeah.
There's been much worse on the backlog.
Yes.
I think this is an interesting story, at least.
Yeah, definitely.
If it's true. Thank you for watching the backlog. Come to a podcast sometime. We'll see you later. Goodbye.
Bye. All right.
Legitimate Wulff Den fan says, I'd argue Viewfinder and Subliminal are good mental workouts. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're correct. I think that people who are new to video games might have issues with like first person games and movement and stuff like that. Puzzle games, especially something you just like touch, might be a little easier for some people. But again, anything that'll get you playing a game that makes you think is good. So if those games take, that's totally fine. All right. I don't know where we are.
We were up to Sony is developing a new handheld.
Oh, we definitely have to talk about this. And we gotta fucking blast through this shit.
Sony is gearing up to enter the handheld console market. A new report from Bloomberg states that Sony is developing a portable handheld console that would allow people to play their PS5 games while on the go. According to the report, development of this new system is in the very early stages. Sony's portable device is likely years away from launch, and the company could still decide against bringing it to market, the people said, asking not to be named, discussing private plans. The report reads, it said that the development builds on the PlayStation Portal, as opposed to playing games via streaming them from the console over the internet. However, this new device will actually be an actual console that is aiming to compete with the Nintendo Switch and Nintendo's upcoming Switch successor. Bloomberg adds that sources told them that Sony's original plan for the Portal was for it to work as a standalone system like the Steam Deck before it became a streaming device. Before it became the streaming device that it is.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yes.
Everybody wanted it to be a standalone device.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that they made it streaming only sucks. But I don't know how I feel about the PlayStation Portal because they're saying it's selling well.
Yes.
But what were they expecting to sell? You know?
I don't.
The Portal is considered an accessory.
Yeah.
And as far as accessories go, it did pretty good.
Yeah.
As far as consoles go, I mean, it's in a weird space.
$200 accessories.
Yeah.
Like if it's selling well enough.
I'd imagine they have to have taken a loss on the sales of the PlayStation Portal because $200 for anything with a screen in it is pretty low. The tech is not amazing.
Yeah.
It does have a whole DualShock 5 in there. DualSense.
Yeah.
DualSense has a whole DualSense in there, which those cost a lot too and have a lot of technology in there. So I'd imagine this thing probably cost a lot to develop.
Yeah.
But it gets people to buy PlayStation.
Yeah. According to Matt Piscatella of Circana, formerly NPD Group, this was back in October of this year. The PS5 DualSense wireless controller in Midnight Black was August's best-selling accessory in dollar sales, while the PlayStation Portal remained the best seller for 2024 year to date.
Yeah, seems impressive.
Yeah.
I want to know like what's it up against? What else counts as an accessory? You know,
well, you got controllers, charging stocks.
I don't believe it's selling better than controllers.
You don't think so?
But I mean, I guess maybe people aren't buying extra controllers because nobody plays couch co-op anymore.
Exactly.
So maybe.
So
I don't know. But the fact that they are supposedly working on a standalone device, I mean, I'd imagine they're working on a bunch of stuff. It would make sense for them to work on a standalone device. The Portal should have been a standalone device to begin with. And they released the Portal and everybody's excited about it and is like, well, I wish this was a standalone device. So they're taking feedback and trying to do something with it.
Again, this was back in October, but Piscatella goes on to say that either between 420,000 and 630,000 PlayStation Portals have been sold in the U.S. since launch at an attach rate of under 3% of American PS5 owners.
When was this?
This article's from October.
This year?
Yeah.
That's not like a lot.
I mean,
3%?
Yeah, but like
they did sell a lot of PlayStation.
630,000 at the high end for a $200 accessory is really impressive. You know?
If you call it an accessory.
I mean, what would you call it?
Honestly, no.
It is an accessory because it only works with the system itself. Right?
Yeah, but like you don't think they sold more than 600,000 controllers?
I mean, I'm sure they did, but like they must measure that at a different metric than they did the PlayStation Portal.
I'm not impressed. I think that's pretty low.
Okay. Shifting gears a little bit. If they consider that a success then.
Yeah.
Clearly they see there's still a market for handheld gaming.
Right.
and they're seeing the Steam Deck. They've seen the success with the Switch. They see the rumors that Microsoft is working on a handheld. Obviously, this means that they want to get back in the handheld game. You know,
yeah,
it makes total sense in the world that they would now look for a higher end model, probably like triple the price of the Portal, to like work their way back into the portable gaming space. I can't wait to see how they will mess it up.
It would be very difficult to get a standalone console that could play PS5 games.
Mm-hmm.
But one of the ways they can do it, they're releasing a lot of stuff on PC these days.
Yeah.
Part of that is because the game runs, it's just running at a lower power on a lower spec PC. So they could treat this new PlayStation handheld like a lower spec PC. It would probably have their own proprietary software on it. It'll probably be some sort of Linux situation because a lot of their games run on Steam Deck just fine. So I think it's totally doable. They should then release things day and date on PC.
Yeah.
Because this will allow them to if they have a handheld, especially one that's a lot closer to Linux, they would be able to then just port that stuff on PC.
Yeah.
And it would be easier for them to have it on this handheld and to have it on PC at the same time.
Well, I think the issue is like if this is going to be like, you know, a PlayStation 5 portable, the ideal would be that it would play all of your existing PlayStation 5 games. So it has to be powerful enough to play PlayStation 5 games. And the thing with the PlayStation 5 is that there's no lower spec version of it.
I do not think it would be possible to make a handheld that plays PlayStation 5.
Right.
The way that they are right now, to the spec that they are right now. I think that would be an impossibility. I think it would be possible to make a handheld that could play Xbox Series S games.
Yes.
That makes sense.
I mean, they are saying that this is like years off. So maybe like in like 3 years, maybe they'll find a way to do that. But I just don't see it for, if they were to do it now, it would be selling for more than a PlayStation.
I think this has potential to go to be an absolute disaster.
Yeah.
I think people would love it. Even if it comes out, it's $500 and it only plays some PlayStation 5 games.
Yeah.
I think people will still like it and enjoy it. Maybe it could play like a decent amount of the games and then stream the rest. Like that's not a bad option as long as the price is reasonable.
Yeah.
And as long as they're very forwarded, as long as they're very forward with the marketing and they're not misleading, which they have been in the past. The Vita marketing was very misleading, saying you could play every PlayStation 3 game, which wasn't true at all.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think this is something that they're definitely working on. I mean, they said it here, but whether or not it's going to come out, we have no idea. Yeah. I think it would be very difficult for them to do it, and they might end up scrapping it. So I wouldn't get my hopes up too much. But it would be really cool to see. I would much rather play my PlayStation 5 games in a handheld form factor.
Yeah.
So
a handheld form factor that works.
That works. Yeah. I have a video coming out on the PlayStation Portal this week, probably Friday. It's better, but it's still not like amazing.
Right.
You know? I'm a little disappointed in the library of cloud streamed games. There's like not a lot.
Yeah.
Or there's a lot, but like not enough. There's
right.
not enough for me to recommend getting it just for cloud stream. All right. Next news. There was another PlayStation one there.
Was there?
No, I'm making it up. Let's talk about Echoes of Wisdom added to the Zelda timeline because I think this is dumb. The
official Zelda timeline is the focus of much debate among series hardcore fans, with rumblings over Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom's place. And all of this recently settled when Nintendo popped up both in a time and place of their own. But where does Echo of Wisdom fit in?
I'll just say it. It's in the hero is dead timeline. Like the hero failed.
Okay.
It's in that timeline.
The hero is defeated timeline, a fork generated by the Seminole Ocarina of Time if Ganon defeats Link. Echoes of Wisdom takes place after 2015's Triforce Heroes, but before The Legend of Zelda, the NES game.
This picture that they have leaves out some games.
I think this picture is just like the immediate history, I think. You know what I mean?
Zelda timeline.
Looks like this is from the Zelda portal. That picture.
Yeah, here we go. So after Ocarina of Time, if the hero wins, there's a certain timeline. If the hero is defeated, there's a whole different
If the hero
timeline.
wins, there's 2 timelines.
So if the hero loses Ocarina of Time, A Link to the Past happened.
Yes.
The SNES game.
Yeah.
Then directly after that is Link's Awakening, then Oracle of Ages, then Link Between Worlds, then Triforce Heroes, then Echoes of Wisdom.
Yeah.
I'm not a big Zelda guy.
Mm-hmm.
This makes no sense because in the beginning of Echoes of Wisdom, it looks exactly like the end of Link to the Past. You're fighting Ganon.
Right.
And it looks like A Link to the Past. It
right.
looks exactly like it. It's Pig Ganon. And then Echoes of Wisdom picks up. The end of Triforce Heroes, you're fighting some, like, weird... Like, you're fighting some weird woman.
Okay. I mean, the Zelda timeline, is, to my understanding, like, up until, like, they released the first official timeline, changed all the time. Yeah. Like, A Link to the Past was a prequel, then it was a sequel. You know, Ocarina of Time was the first game in the series, and it wasn't, you know. So until the, like, official timeline came out, like, they just made it up as they went along. And now, like, these people took this timeline so fucking seriously, they have to be like, oh, I guess we got to make it make sense.
They're still making it up as they go along.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any rhyme or reason to...
In the article I posted, it says that Eiji Aonuma told IGN last year, overthinking the Zelda chronology could limit the development of the team's creativity and vision. Because these games are not about their place in the timeline. They're about the particular moment in time that you are playing them.
So in this, if it were to make sense in this current timeline, Link to the Past would happen.
Yeah.
Then a bunch of games happen, and then Link goes back to Ganon and fights him in the exact same way that he did in Link to the Past, and then loses.
I think the only generally agreed upon thing about the timeline is that, with very few exceptions, it's a different Link and a different Zelda and a different Ganon every time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're, like I said, with very few exceptions. So maybe that's why.
There's no timeline. These are all made up. There's no reason to this at all.
I agree.
All right. What else? Talking about Conan O'Brien, I guess. Oh no, we gotta talk about Valve's Steam controller.
Yes.
Skip that one.
2 years ago, Valve told The Verge it wanted a successor to its cult classic Steam controller, whose incredibly customizable buttons and touchpad paved the way for the Steam Deck handheld PC. Valve watcher Brad Lynch claims a Steam Controller 2, codenamed Ibex, is actually getting made. His sources tell him that the Steam Controller 2 is currently being tooled for mass production, and it's apparently not the only new Valve gamepad on the way. Remember the long swirling rumor about Valve's standalone Deckard VR headset, the one that could be an inexpensive MetaQuest-like wireless alternative to the Valve Index? Lynch has discovered references to a new wand-like Roy controller in Valve's Steam VR code, and his source says that Roy is now aimed at a mass production as well. What's more, Roy may have enough buttons to double as a Steam controller gamepad when it's not acting as your hands in VR. Unlike the Index wands, they'll apparently have a D-pad, bumpers, shoulder buttons, and a full set of ABXY buttons for traditional gaming. So yeah, it looks like Valve's getting back in the hardware business.
I don't trust anything about Valve. I don't trust any Valve rumors because they never release anything.
True.
They work on a bunch of stuff and then just can it.
I mean, the fact that you're seeing things in the code means that there's a possibility that this could be real. Yeah. But like you said, Valve works on stuff all the way up until the release date, and they're like, no.
Yeah. This brings up something that I've seen in the past. This is a tweet by Camp. This is it says, in light of this info, I wanted to post my updated Steam Pad controller design. This is something that I've seen on like Reddit and stuff. People want the Steam Deck controllers, but in a dedicated controller.
Right.
And here it is. It's literally just a Steam Deck without the screen, and it has gamepads on it and stuff. It looks honestly ridiculous.
Yeah.
All of the controls are like at the top, aside from the 2 touchpads. Honestly, probably would be pretty comfortable.
Yeah.
It's weird looking, seeing where you use the thumbsticks on a Steam Deck, but it honestly is pretty comfortable to use it like that, and the D-pad and everything. I think people gotta let go of the touchpads. I saw a thread on Reddit last night about people praising the touchpads, how they don't actually click; they're like haptic feedback.
Yeah.
Obviously they feel haptic and they feel not good. I don't know where everyone's praising them. This thing, a MacBook, feels like a real click.
Yeah.
Every time I click on it, it feels real, and it's not real. It's a haptic little vibration. The Steam Deck touchpad, it feels like I'm like, why isn't it clicking? Like all of the time I feel that. I'm like, why is nothing happening? It's cool that they're there, but like I could live without them. I did a video where I was like, I was wrong about the Steam Deck touchpads, because I figured out all the different functionality you can do with it. Like you can have like radial menus and stuff, and those are cool to like have them if you need them. But ever since that video, I have never used them. I just don't think I play games where I would need them. And for using them for like an RTS or something where you need a mouse, not better than a mouse.
Right.
Valve should add the ThinkPad mousepad button.
The red nub.
The little red nub.
Yeah.
That'd be a good for the controller. That is a joke.
Har.
Atlantis at them. Steam is forcing games to be more clear about what's in their season passes.
Yes.
Says Sir Griffin Act.
Well, that's in the keep. We just go to it.
Go to it.
All right. Steam Season Pass policy updates warn developers they must be ready to clearly communicate DLC content. Valve has updated its Steam policy on Season Passes, warning developers if they are not ready to clearly communicate about DLC content, they shouldn't offer a Season Pass on Steam. Now, when a Season Pass is made available on Steam, developers must adhere to new guidelines, which include providing a complete list of DLC in the pass, a basic description of its content, and expected release date. Further, a Season Pass must include at least one DLC when available for purchase, though Season Passes included in pre-purchasing a deluxe edition are exempt. By offering a Season Pass, you must promise future content. Valve's new guideline reads, in the process of launching a Season Pass, you will be asked to commit to a launch timing for each content release in the Season Pass. That launch timing is a commitment to both customers and Steam. If you aren't ready to clearly communicate about the content included in each DLC and when each DLC will be ready for launch, you should not offer a Season Pass on Steam.
Great.
Yeah.
I like that, because I mean, there's a lot of developers these days who feel like they are obligated to release a Season Pass.
Yeah.
Because they just want extra money.
Yeah.
For fans of the game.
And off the time, like, plans go tits up and like the game, gets shuttered like a month after it released. So like the Season Pass is all for nothing.
Yeah. And there's a lot of single player games releasing with Season Passes, and I'm like, what the fuck am I getting in this season? And they don't say what you're getting until the game's out. Mm-hmm. And then you already pre-ordered it,
Yeah.
So, I just think, honestly, that's on the consumer.
Yeah.
Don't spend the money on something like that if you don't know what's in it.
Right.
That's ridiculous just to do that. You should vote with your wallet.
Yes.
And there shouldn't have to be a whole policy.
To be fair to the consumer, like, they do make it hard to get just like the regular ass version of the game sometimes.
They
do. They'll steer you towards like the deluxe edition, which is like $40 more. And like, comes with all this extra crap that you don't necessarily want.
That's something that Valve can actively help with.
Yeah.
By organizing the store pages to make that clear.
Right.
But the publishers will do everything in their power to mislead you into spending the more money.
Yeah.
Because that happens all the time. So, I mean, it's good that they're making policies, but you should absolutely be voting with your wallet over something like that. Mm-hmm. Do not buy something that you don't know what's in it. Mm-hmm. Especially if you can save money and buy the cheaper version.
Yeah.
That's a little ridiculous. Joe Cheng, thanks for the 2 months. Hello from Colombia. Love your podcast.
Hello.
From all the way over there.
Yes.
Okay. Next news. Conan O'Brien will be in the next.
It sounds like another familiar celebrity face will be joining Death Stranding 2 on the beach, as director Hideo Kojima has invited TV host and comedian Conan O'Brien to his studio to be scanned again so we can have him in his new game.
I saw the Clueless Gamer episode.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, at the end he says, "Come over. We have a better scanner now.
Nice.
We'll put you in the game." And Conan O'Brien said, "All right, I'll do that."
Yeah.
But he didn't really seem committed.
I don't think he was thrilled to be in the first game. Because I watched that Clueless game where he's like, I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did he do 2 Clueless Gamers? Because he just uploaded one on
He
Death
did.
Stranding.
He visited Kojima's studios
Yeah.
before the first game.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah. That's when he got scanned.
Yeah.
He recently did a Clueless Gamer on the first game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how thrilled he was.
Like,
I mean, he's got an image and you're kind of just stealing it. Like, this is something that usually has to go through
I love Conan O'Brien so much. I know, like, I love Clueless Gamer. I know he's not a fan of video games, but like he like grits his teeth and he goes through it.
I think he is a fan of video games. He's afraid to say it.
I genuinely don't think he likes Kojima games or like Kojima, not Kojima as a person, but like I don't think he gets him. Like he just like, why am I doing this? I don't want to be here. I could be doing anything else right now.
I think he finds it fascinating.
I'm sure he does to a point.
I think he doesn't like this guy. The guy he does the Clueless Gamer. I think that's what it is. But yeah, I mean, when I'd imagine he would probably like next time he's in Japan he'll do it. I don't think he's gonna make a whole trip to Japan just for this, which is why I think it probably won't happen. It might not even happen.
I mean, they did it on TV, so it kind of has to happen now.
Yeah, the legally binding contract.
Yeah.
Next news: CD Projekt Red is not making a PS5 Pro patch for Cyberpunk. Why?
When asked by a fan if the company plans to make a patch for the 2020 RPG for Sony's news console, the official CD Projekt Red account responded, "We have no plans." When Cyberpunk 2077 was released on console 2020, it famously suffered significant performance issues, leading Sony to offer full refunds for the game. The game would later be released for PS5, with PS4 owners receiving the upgrade for free. Honestly, they're probably done with that game. Like they said, they're done with that game. Like version 2.1 or whatever was like the final update for that game ever. They're like, we don't want to fucking work on this game anymore. We want to work on the sequel. We want to do Witcher. Leave us alone.
Honestly, not worth it. PlayStation 5 Pro, what are you going to do?
Honestly, and this article even goes on to say that a lot of games that got PS5 Pro updates, like Silent Hill 2 and Jedi Survivor, are running into issues. Like they're not running well.
Yeah, Jedi Survivor particularly has it's worse on the PlayStation 5 Pro. But the games that do run better, it's very marginal, and I don't think it would benefit Cyberpunk like almost at all. Like, sure, you can get all excited about your couple extra frames that you're getting out of it, or your slightly better ray tracing, but like for the most part, I don't think it's gonna make any significant differences to the game. All right, Remedy reveals how many copies of Control 2 they needed. They need to sell Control 2.
Control 2 and Firebreak to get 100% return on investment. Remedy has provided a rare insight into the business of making video games, even going as far as to reveal exactly how many copies its future games need to sell in order to make a 100% return on investment. Remedy developer of Alan Wake 2 has just in an investment-focused meeting discussed the upcoming Control 2 PvP shooter FBC Firebreak. It's worth prefacing this by saying It's worth prefacing this by saying Remedy is talking about the sales needed to make 100% return on investment on these games over the course of their lifetimes, and that's expected over a period of 3 to 5 years after release. The game's budgets, Remedy said, were set with their price points and expected sales during this period in mind and are, quote, realistic. The sales figures to achieve 100% return on investment doesn't mean the sales required for profitability either. Achieving 100% return on investment, or ROI, means you're doubling your investment. And you see from the picture, actually, does this game say? Oh, yeah. Control 2 needs to sell 3 to 4 million copies lifetime in order to make back its money and Firebreak needs to sell 3 million copies lifetime.
That's not crazy.
No.
Lifetime.
Yeah.
Okay. I could see it. I think that's reasonable.
Yeah.
I mean, it's two different games.
Yeah, and they say lifetime is, 3 to 5 years. So like that gives you plenty of time. I think Control 2 has a good shot because Control 1 was very popular. So hopefully like people will see the new game and like migrate over to that. Firebreak, like if they connect it to Control in any way and like they like advertise the fact it's from the creators of Control, that might help.
Right.
So
yeah,
I think this is good numbers to know.
I'm interested in this Firebreak.
Yeah.
I think we talked about it, but Firebreak. Oh, that was weird. Never mind. Wait, show the gameplay. Is this in the Control universe?
I believe so.
Doesn't look like it. Very weird. Yeah, I mean, this feels refreshing to me. I mean, 3 million copies is a lot for a lot of games, but a lot of these studios or publishers, a lot of publishers are way over asking. They're like way, they think that they're shooting for the moon and they're never going to achieve that.
Yeah.
This seems a lot more realistic, at least. And a lot of people really liked Control, so I think Control 2 has a very high probability of selling a decent amount.
FBC stands for Federal Bureau of Control. Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, Firebreak, I'm not sure how much they'll sell of that, but Control 2, I think I'm pretty confident they would sell. If this was a stock, I would buy it. Last news, the Xbox Avatar Editor app is closing. Fuck! I got excited for a second.
On January 9th, 2025, it will no longer be available on the Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, and Windows devices. In an FAQ, Microsoft said it was closing the app due to low engagement. This means players will no longer be able to access the Xbox Avatar Editor app on Xbox consoles or PC, including their Xbox avatars and any purchased avatar items. This will not affect Xbox original avatars, as these will continue to work in support of Xbox 360 games, and you will still be able to edit your original avatars inside the Xbox Original Avatars app on Xbox consoles and Windows devices. Xbox Avatars purchases made between November 1st, 2023 and January 9th, 2025 will be refunded once the app is closed.
That sucks.
Yeah. Well,
this sucks. I want avatar makers. I like the Xbox avatars and I like Mii's.
I always found it weird that there were two Xbox Avatar apps. There's the original ones that like debuted on 360, and then when the Xbox One came out, there were like new and improved ones, which like didn't look that new or improved.
That's true.
So I understand why it's closing down. Maybe like go back to the original one, put more focus in that.
Okay. Tell them.
Yeah. Phil. Fucking guy.
Fucking guy. All right, that's all the news. Now time for this.
Word of the week! Word of the week! Word of the week!
And this one is actually a TikTok.
Oh!
Look who it is! How did it go, man?
How do you think it went? Huh?
Well, it couldn't have been that bad.
Bro, they were all laughing at me the whole time.
Dude!
When I brought it out.
You walked right in front of me!
Bro, I wasn't walking in front of nothing.
Watch the kill cam. You literally see it. Fucking bullshit.
There's so much that happens in this.
Yeah.
There's so much going on. So first, it starts off with text on the screen that says, your friend who brought a knife to a gunfight. And then it's a little goof.
Yeah.
It's a little goof about bringing a knife to a gunfight. I'm going to play the whole thing again.
Okay.
Who it is? How did it go, man?
How do you think it went? Huh?
Well, it couldn't have been that bad.
Bro, they were all laughing at me the whole time.
Dude!
When I brought it out.
You walked right in front of me!
Bro, I wasn't walking in front of nothing.
Watch the kill cam. You literally see it.
Then he plays a video of him walking in front of the kill cam in the game.
Yeah.
There's two goofs there.
Pretty good.
I thought it was
clever.
I thought phenomenal TikTok. Very good TikTok. Anyway, We're going to talk to you guys right now.
Yes, let's start with people who have comments on last week's Wulff Den podcast over on the YouTube channel, youtube.com/Wulff Den podcast.
Oh, yeah, we got Connors Like Mad, who says, as someone that was sick and fucking tired of people saying It Takes Two, the game It Takes Two, was a pity win because that game was legit a masterpiece. I don't think Wukong is there out of any agenda or anything. I think the jury just loves Souls-likes, plus this year was extremely dry from game releases. Plus, it was really popular with people. If there is any agenda on the Game Awards, it's just that Jeff despises Konami.
That's true.
It's true we didn't get a lot of Silent Hill 2.
Yes.
I don't disagree. I think that they do favor third-person action games and Souls.
Yeah, and it was like, to be fair, it was a very buzzy game when it came out. Yeah. I just think that like the buzz died off fairly quickly once people actually played the game. And that there were other more deserving games like Helldivers 2, like Dragon Age, that like could have taken this.
Yeah, that's true. Ian Quinn says the area of Texas I live in has a massive aquifer. Where is this going to go? There is a combination of both limestone near the surface and water table that is high enough that adding basement just isn't feasible. Also, the main reason northern states have basements is to ensure the pipes are under the frost line, and this isn't a concern in southern states. We talked about how people don't have basements.
Yes.
Wow. The more you know.
I mean, you should still have a basement.
It makes sense.
Yeah. Like, suck it up.
The tech dude says the new shirts are nice, but where do we get the hats? Yeah, we're working on it. Charlie Fenn says, I agree with Bob about standalone DLC. I remember Assassin's Creed released standalone DLC with Freedom Cry a few years ago, which could be bought with or without Black Flag. I don't remember that one.
I remember that one. That's when you play as the slave.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
It had a completely different protagonist and everything, just same time period. If a DLC doesn't require an existing game, then I'd be happier with them including it in the Game Awards.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then it's like barely a DLC.
Yeah.
But it's just a game. Big Dims. I love this podcast, but for two lads that talk about games all day, you barely even play any games. That's, you know what? True.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got to listen.
There's no time to play games when you're making content about games. That's the secret.
That's the sad truth.
That's the secret. Yeah.
That's the sad truth. We like gaming culture.
Yes.
And that's where we derive all of our takes from. All right. I'm in the chat. How you doing? Does the Game Awards take into consideration how popular a game is in China? No. Or else there would have been a lot more games, a lot of different games involved in Game of the Year previously.
Did you watch the new trailer for Sonic 3?
I did. And I need to get on Sonic 2.
Yeah.
I haven't watched that.
Me neither. My wife is sending me stuff she finds on Instagram about Sonic 3. So I'm like, is this going to have to be a family movie night? Like, do I have to show the kids Sonic 1 and 2?
When is it out?
Sometime in December.
And December's happening.
Yeah.
Soon. 20th. Oh, there's time.
Oh, yeah.
Plenty of time. There was a lot happening in that last trailer.
Oh, yeah.
I would recommend to see it. You see his gun.
Yes. He doesn't use it, but he holds it.
It looks a little too spacey. I wish it was just a Glock.
I kind of hope he does like the Obi-Wan Kenobi thing where he throws it and calls it uncivilized. Like, it would be a good play on like the concept of Shadow holding a gun, because he hasn't done it since. But
I want a hyper-realistic gun.
Yeah.
I don't want no laser gun.
You just want like a Glock.
Yeah, I want a Glock.
Yeah.
Any upcoming handhelds or controllers you are looking forward to? I have the Retroid Pocket 5 coming any minute now.
Mm-hmm.
I have the Aya Neo DMG, Pocket DMG, which is coming any minute now. I have the Bod Retro Chromatic coming
I was going to ask about
any minute now.
Yeah.
So I'm very busy. Got a lot of things to get my hands on. And no time to mess with. I don't know when I'm going to make these videos either. Like I think next week is going to end up being like a buyer's guide.
Yeah.
And then maybe after that there'll be a Retroid video, but then I got other stuff I got to make videos on.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Some of these reviews might bleed into next year, which is crazy because all these other people have already made reviews on this stuff.
Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown is on sale on Epic and eShop for $20. Not bad.
That's very good.
Yeah.
That's a very good deal. That game is great. Bob, you should look into Froggo Customs on Instagram. He makes a super small form factor Game Boy called the Tad Boy. I saw it, and that video is sick. And that Tad Boy looks awesome. I love that, and I would love one, but it looks like such a huge pain in the ass to make one.
Mm-hmm.
And they're expensive if you want to commission somebody to make them.
Yeah.
So I just cannot justify it, but they look really cool. They're little tiny Game Boy. Crucial P3 Plus 4 terabyte SSD is under $200 on Amazon. Really? What's wrong with it? That's a crazy deal.
The Crucial is one of those like cheaper companies. They make good stuff.
Crucial makes good stuff.
Yeah, but like their price point is usually lower than like SanDisk and Western Digital and all those guys.
Oh my god, I burped. Did you hear it?
It was weird. I don't like it. Don't do it again.
Love playing your podcast while I do my work. Thanks for keeping me company. No problem.
What we're here for.
What we try to do. I got a 2 terabyte Crucial and formatted on Sunday. Oh my god. So I have these guys, these little SSDs that I work off of, and I have a computer that's right over there that's plugged into a RAID drive, and I have an app on my computer called Carbon Copy Cloner. Whenever I plug this in,
yes,
and if that drive is connected as a server drive, it will just dump all the new stuff that's on here over to that drive. It'll just dump it all. So I reset that up on this new guy. And then I also have it so that if these two are plugged in, they mirror each other as well.
Got it.
So if I'm like away, I can bring both of these and have a backup as well. Gotta have backups. Backups are important. Even my camera, when I shoot, second SD card, it records both at the same time. Which has only helped me about twice. Macarim Reflect for the win. That is great if you are making a direct copy of drive.
Yeah.
Do they have that on Mac?
I think so.
Because I'm using a Mac.
Right.
So I don't think it's for Mac. But I have used I use Macarim Reflect for making a copy of bootable drives. It's helpful for that. It only helps you once on a shoot. It's worth doing every time. That's true. What helps me the most is having backup audio, having 2 different audio sources. I frequently have to use the backup audio source. Did they talk about the Google monopoly thing? No. A little outside of the scope.
Yeah. I know they're forced to sell Chrome.
Yeah.
Might be good because Chrome does suck. That's all I got.
Will that make it better?
I hope so. Because like Chrome genuinely sucks. Like it's a system resource hog. It takes up a lot of memory on your computer for no reason. It's not as fast as like other browsers. It's a data nightmare. Like all it does is like siphon your data left and right.
I like Chrome. What I like about it is that everything's synced.
My problem is I've been using Chrome for so long, like I'm like stuck. Like I can't like just go to another browser because all browsers sync now, but like you got to transfer everything over, and that's a pain.
Yeah, I'm fine with Chrome. Except I've been having some issues where I'll be streaming and playing YouTube videos. Like I usually play a YouTube video for like music, and it freezes the whole computer.
I got
And I don't know what that's
weird
about.
issues with Chrome where like certain websites just don't work properly.
My issue might not be a Chrome issue. It might be a graphics card issue.
Like this is Threads. Like pictures just missing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, right now, a lot of these fringe social media sites are having issues because they're having an influx of users from Twitter
Right.
or abandoned. Gotta say, but my Twitter usage is down astronomically.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't. I only like use it to like get the Nintendo tweets and stuff. I don't use it otherwise.
I pop in every once in a while, but I'm juggling between Blue Sky and you know what? Honestly, just not even going on.
Yeah. But yeah, look, this is Instagram stories and like nothing. Just broken.
Instagram is broken. I don't want to keep defending Chrome. Yeah, this apparently happens to a lot of people. Somebody will send me an Instagram reel, and it won't open their reel. It'll open another reel.
Yeah.
And I'll think that's the one that they sent me.
Yeah.
So I'll be. Also, I had an issue where Instagram just wouldn't open on my phone, and apparently that was like an iOS 18 issue. Don't use Threads, at least use Blue Sky. I used Threads the other day because I posted on Instagram for the first time in a long time. So I kind of like that it does a cross post. But no, I like Blue Sky. Blue Sky's great. Everybody go to Blue Sky. Will, did you watch the Superman and Lois show? If so, were you happy about it?
I watched like the first few episodes of the first season and I liked it. I enjoyed it. I would have loved to have finished it. But like kind of like fell off of it. Not because it was bad. I genuinely liked it. But I've been trying to keep up with it as best I can. And I did see the scene from this season where he unmasks himself, so to speak, in front of all of Smallville. And it was like kind of genuinely emotionally like it like got to me. So I'm like, I don't fucking watch this show now.
Oh, I didn't even know there was a show.
Yeah.
Oh, is this a cartoon?
No, that's also good. My Adventures of Superman. No, Superman and Lois is like the CW live action Superman show. It's a weird spinoff of the Supergirl show. It takes itself very seriously, but like in a good way. So that was actually good Superman for like the past 4 years.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
This was the thing.
So maybe now that it's over, I'll like just power through it.
Anything else from anybody over here? Why is everyone hopping off Twitter? Because it's a cesspool.
Yeah, because the guy who owns it is an uncool loser who sucks. And
I don't like him throwing any political agenda down anybody's throat.
Right.
So his whole purpose of being on Twitter was to have an open space.
Yeah, free speech absolution.
And he fucked up his own thing.
Yeah. Also, he's an uncool loser who sucks, and his dick is small.
Yeah. It's impossible to have a curated feed on Twitter.
Yeah.
Because you get certain things.
Because you mostly just
shoved
get
down your throat.
Him
Yeah.
and things he likes.
Yeah. And it's not fair.
Yeah.
So I don't like it. I would like a more open platform. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Elon talked about the F-35 the other day, and I was like, bro, I used to work on it. You have no idea what you were talking about. The F-35, like
the jet?
The aeroplane? I don't think he knows about things. I like that.
He
he hires people who knows things about that.
Elon Musk calls F-35 builders idiots.
Oh, so that's you, Holy Lettuce.
Yeah. You're not smarter than Elon Musk, a man so smart he became an early investor in a company and then like sued his way to be listed as a founder of the company.
Some would consider that. Never mind.
Yeah.
Anyway. Power World crossing over with Terraria. Okay.
Oh, that's news.
I can't believe they're still doing it.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
How will Nintendo handle this?
If you listen to one of his Rogan episodes, you'll hear his intention for to essentially have Twitter implode. I don't want to pretend like I know what he's doing.
Yeah.
Nothing makes sense to me.
Yeah, no.
I love Twitter. I've loved Twitter forever.
Yeah.
It was my favorite social media for a really
Same.
long time.
Yeah.
And I was ready to go down with the ship. And I actually, when he bought it, I was like, he sounds like he wants to do some pretty cool stuff with Twitter. And then it almost immediately fucked it up by charging for the check mark.
Yeah.
It's extremely tragic. But you know what? Blue Sky is exactly the same as Twitter. So,
but better.
Yeah. One of the things that I missed so much was TweetDeck.
Yeah.
And now here it is. My TweetDeck on Blue Sky.
Mm-hmm.
So, we're back, baby. Twitter is fine if you don't use the algorithm. Honestly, no.
Yeah, no.
It doesn't. It didn't help.
No.
I tried a lot. I tried just the
for you or the following.
The following. Yeah. I tried unfollowing and muting Elon.
Yeah.
And it's not enough. And part of it is because there's a certain type of person who buys the blue check mark, and those people get put all the way to the top of replies. So if you're looking at a thread, all you see is their replies. Yeah. So it's not fair. Yeah. And it's not free and open.
Yeah.
And I don't like it.
Yeah. No.
That's not how social media should
be. And on top of the fact that, like, now there's no way to opt out of, Twitter scraping your profile with its AI chatbot to gather information. Just like, that's just gone. The fact that you can't block people anymore is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Because, like, you need some way to, like, curate your own feed from abuse. So the fact that that's not there is just astronomically dumb.
The best thing that he did was community notes.
Yeah.
And then that bit me in the ass the other day. Somebody took one of my clips from my video out of context. It was me talking about how annoying it is to transfer stuff from a PlayStation 5 to another PlayStation 5. And at the very end of the clip, you hear me start to say you can use the transfer feature, but he cut the part out. So it got a community note saying that it was untrue and you could just use the transfer feature. But that's just the next thing I was going to say.
Right.
And everybody started adding me and saying I'm an asshole. I was like, I didn't make the clip, though. In the video, I say the thing. So, whatever. Anyway. Thanks for hanging out. Everybody.
Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Thank you for chatting with us. As always, the Wulff Den podcast is every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern, right here on twitch.tv/WulffDen and youtube.com/WulffDen podcast. If you can't make the show for any reason at all, we always put the archive version up over on youtube.com/WulffDen podcast. So you can go check us out over there on demand whenever you want. If you prefer to listen to us rather than watch us, you can do that as well, because we're also an audio podcast on any and every podcast service, such as Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube Podcasts, Audible.com, Pocket Cast. The list goes on. No matter where you get the show from, folks, please be sure to subscribe, rate, and review us, because that helps us with placement on all of those respective platforms.
Have a wonderful Thanksgiving and also Black Friday.
Yes.
I will have a video up on Black Friday, hope. It'll be about the PlayStation Portal. And that's it.
Okay.
And that's all I got to say. And you should go over, if you're watching the live stream, go say hello to Beta64. He is playing every M&M game ever.
How many are there?
I had to look at the Wikipedia.
Yeah.
There's like 8.
Wow.
Yeah. That's a lot of games. So go over to his chat and write M&M's exclamation point in the chat. And we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.